My deconstruction story, part 5, The Universalist. So this is part 5 of my own deconstruction story. There will be 17-ish in total. This part relates directly to the previous talk, part 4, on hell. I recommend you listen to that first. As I pondered and reflected on the total horror which I had accepted for decades without really considering it, the eternity of live conscious pain, this simply did not match the God who I knew, who loved me and forgave me, whose Son was like a brother to me, and the Holy Spirit who I believed comforted and guided my walk through life. So it seemed God had a very dark side to him, which was infinitely worse than the torturers on earth, who could only inflict agony for a relatively short period of time. Plus, it seems, in the early church, hell was not really a thing. It seems with Dante's Inferno and his 7 levels of hell that it really came into church doctrine. This was then used by the clergy as a weapon of fear, who, if they excommunicated you, it would mean eternal damnation in the fires of hell. What power they had. Well, my reflections and readings, such as For God So Loved the World and God is Love, led me to simply believe we all go to heaven. In other words, I became a universalist. And yes, unfortunately, it would mean Hitler would be there as well, alas. But I felt at peace with this belief, but knowing I was in a very small minority of Christians who accepted this viewpoint. But it meant all my family and friends would be with me for eternity. The first small crack in decades-old faith, I thought, I'm going to step back and consider other doctrines I'd accepted for so long. Let's see where this takes me.